Welcome to another episode of Uplifting Interviews with Total Strangers. We've got Alexa. It's 2:59 in the morning, June 10th, I believe. 9th, maybe. It's going to be 10th in a couple of minutes. No, it is 10th, right?
It's 10th.
It's June 10th. And Alexa had her first date tonight.
Yes, I did.
So tell us, how'd he go? Was he a gentleman?
He was.
Did he open the car door?
He was a
Or doesn't
gentleman.
that happen anymore?
No, he really was. It's interesting because I have met him before. It wasn't like a blind date but interestingly enough, we met on an app. But I saw that we had a lot of mutual friends, and our families know each other from Morocco.
Oh.
And we went to a wedding together well, not together, but we were both at this wedding last week, and that's how we first got to know each other. But tonight was our first date because it was a date and it was one-on-one, and yeah,
That's great.
it was really great. It was nice. He was a gentleman. It was pleasant, but it's always a terrible feeling when you're on a good date and you know that you should be very into the moment and enjoying the moment, yet you're thinking about somebody else.
No texting went on during the date
No.
at the dinner table. I can't stand when
No.
two people are sitting at a table
No.
texting. Good.
No.
Okay. And tell us about the app, though. Does it sound like the app might be a good app?
Yeah,
What is it?
the app is... so I'm honestly not really a big fan of apps. I just like authentic... getting to know people authentically. But unfortunately, in this day and age, that's just how you meet people, which is sad. But
Well, no, not if you're honest in an app.
yeah,
I think if you're honest,
I'm very
it'll work.
honest. I'm very honest, and
'Cause why show a picture of yourself 10 years ago, 100 pounds lighter?
Yeah.
Right? Come on, give me a break.
yeah, definitely.
So what's the app called?
It's called Hinge.
Hinge.
Yeah, I've only been on Bumble, and I really didn't like. I mean,
Oh, Tinder. There's a thing called Tinder, right?
yeah,
Tinder?
never been on Tinder ever. Bumble was fine. I thought that I was going to be really into it because it's the girl making the first move and all that, but not for me. Not for me at all. Even the guys on it were just, no. And on Hinge, I like it because it matches you with people that you have mutual friends with. So
Oh, really?
So it gives you some...
It's like a Facebook kind of thing.
Yeah, so it gives you some sort of comfort of who you're meeting, but at the same time, it's not always someone that you know or have mutual friends with.
Right.
That's
Okay.
what I should say.
Okay.
It matches you with people that you do have mutual friends with and people that you don't. So it's like hit or miss. But also, it gives you the opportunity to answer questions, and you can choose which questions you want to answer. And you can answer specific questions. And I don't know, I feel like because you're the one choosing the questions and you're the one answering them, it gives some sort of insight of who this person is. Obviously not a lot. Obviously you're not going to know this person just from these questions. But, you look at the pictures, you read their responses to some of these questions that they chose, and it gives you kind of a gist of who they are.
Sure.
A feel
Right.
for who they are.
Right.
And if you don't really follow you get to choose if you want to mark atheist, but you're also Jewish, but you're atheist.
Okay.
Or Christian, Catholic, any religion.
Wait a minute. That sounds like you're lying at that point.
Oh, absolutely. Whenever someone says they're a religion and they're atheist, I'm all right, well then you're really not that, what? Then you're atheist. Anyways, then you can put you don't have kids, but you want kids, but you don't have to put any of this information.
Right.
You put,
But it's smart too.
yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
again,
Definitely.
you don't want to start a relationship off with a guy that would never want to have kids
No.
when you want to have kids one day. I mean, come on.
And you can put if you drink, you can do sometimes yes, no.
All the time.
Yeah. Or marijuana or drugs.
Right.
it gives you a lot of opportunities to really, like your ethnicity, if you want to put.
Right. Did you?
Ethnicity, I did not put.
Because you're Moroccan, right?
Yeah, I didn't put ethnicity.
Love Moroccan food.
Yeah, Moroccan food's great. Well, see, I did say that I was Moroccan in one of my questions, though.
Okay.
Because one of my questions was, what are 3 things that surprise people about you? And when I say that I'm French and Spanish Moroccan, people are surprised. Because, not that it's a bad thing at all, but people mostly think I'm Persian.
Okay.
And so it does surprise people when I say that I'm not. So that's why I put that as one. So people do know that I'm French and Spanish Moroccan, even though I didn't put that as my ethnicity.
Right, right.
So I just like the app because I think it gives a good opportunity to give like a little sneak peek, if you will,
Right.
of like who you are.
Sure.
Ish. Obviously, like.
So let me ask you,
Yeah.
on the date, you obviously compared notes, I guess, because there was this question asked and that question asked. You want to get to know the guy. Was he truthful in all his responses? And
Yeah, he's definitely like a very good person. Like, I don't get the vibe that he's like
what's he do?
investment banking.
Investment banking.
Yeah.
Lives in a great place in Venice.
Yeah, so he makes a good living, and yeah. I mean, like, when you hear investment banking, I just hear like, all right, you're good, you're fine with your life, like, you're not struggling.
Right. Yeah, that's
I mean, I don't think you have much of a life, but like, you're doing fine,
right.
money-wise.
Well, that's why he's looking for a girl.
Yeah.
I always say you should be in Los Angeles for one of 2 reasons: make a bunch of money, because you can make a bunch of money here, and find a mate. Because
Yeah.
there's certainly a mate here for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a couple other reasons.
Yeah.
I realize there's good schooling here too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Picking up that
Yeah,
girl.
he went to UCLA. I mean, he's
Oh, he
smart.
went to UCLA? Okay.
He's very smart. So, clearly. I mean, like, I don't think you can be very dumb to be an
So
investment banker.
now, I've dated a couple times in my life. Now that the first date is over, you guys have each other's numbers, which you had beforehand. Now, is there a game, so to speak, in who calls first?
Well, he already, like, he asked me what I was doing tomorrow.
Because I think love happens immediately. Like, it's almost like you can't wait to get home so you can call him and say, I got home safe. You know, is that kind of shit?
You would think.
And that's
you
how-
would think.
you would think, but no.
You would think.
So tell me about what's the next move? He makes the next move, you make the next move. Is
He
there a
did.
protocol?
Well, he did already. I mean, like, right before I left, he asked me what I was doing tomorrow.
Okay.
I told him, like, I mean, which is true, which sounded pretty lame, but I don't really have plans tomorrow. And he was like, well, I have to work for like 2 hours.
On Sunday, okay.
Yeah, yeah. And then he was like, but I'm just going to be like hanging out like by the beach because he lives right there.
Right.
And he's like, you're more than welcome to come and like join me and whatever. And, you know, it's like this,
But there's a spark. There's a spark tonight? Because you said you're thinking about the other guy.
You know-
So it's hard to have a spark when there's still a little bit of a flame there.
exactly.
Right? You can't have 2 flames, right?
Exactly.
Or well, you should have.
Exactly. And that's like why, yeah.
So you
It's-
said no till tomorrow.
I said I would let him know.
You
I
let
said
him
I would
know.
text him.
Let him hang.
Yeah.
Do the takeaway.
I mean, I'll see how I feel in the morning.
Yeah, of course.
You know, like, I don't think he needs to have an answer right now. I feel like if I said,
Well,
like,
he would like to if he likes. I mean, you could tell he likes you, obviously, right? I mean, what did he tell you how he likes you? Did he say you're fabulous, you're beautiful, you're
no,
none of that stuff? What kind of guy is this?
I think he's
You
really
gotta
shy.
tell a date they're beautiful.
I think
You
he's
know what I mean?
really shy.
He's shy.
I don't think he, like, is very expressive, which is, like, fine. I mean, it was the first date anyway.
Yeah, but still,
But-
you gotta put it up.
Yeah, no.
Here's the thing about dating, from my experience, you want to be on your best behavior on a first date, but a lot of times people don't want to get hurt, so they'll put on a facade,
Yeah.
and the facade isn't who they are. In case you don't like it, and then they won't get hurt because I was just being that. But then you fall in love with that facade, and then eventually they get
Yeah.
comfortable. And they say, "Here's what I really like."
Yeah.
And, well, I don't like that person. So
Yeah.
the thing is to be honest
Oh,
from the
definitely.
get-go, right?
Definitely.
And you're being honest, which is great.
I mean, like, I definitely had a good time. I enjoyed his company. I've definitely, like, go on a second date, all that good stuff. But, you know, like, it was very frustrating because there were multiple moments in the evening where I caught myself like just thinking of this other person.
Right.
And getting frustrated with myself because I know this other person isn't like good for me. I know this other person isn't like healthy for me.
Right.
Yet, like, I am so drawn to this person. So it's tough, you know?
Well, I counseled a woman the other day. She just broke up from a 14-year relationship.
Oh my God.
And she wants a bad boy. And she was with a bad boy, but he cheated on her.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why they broke up. And she wants a good boy because she doesn't want someone to cheat on her.
Yeah.
I said, lady, I'm sorry, you can't have both.
No.
You cannot have both.
No.
The animal does not exist.
No.
So, and then this other lady, she was widowed, and she was going to Brazil to run a marathon. And so she wanted romantic advice. She said, what do I do? I haven't dated in a long time because I'm widowed. And so I said, here's what you do.
Woman.
No, not, well, a woman, she got widowed, of course. But those answers come to me in a second. You know what I told her? Join a singles runners club. She likes to run.
Yeah.
Join a singles runners club. You're going to find somebody else. In other words, if you're into sailing, join a singles sailing club. Right? They're out there, correct?
Oh, yeah.
But now that we know a new dating app because of Alexa, listen to that. Try that out, guys and girls.
I 100% support it. I would not download Bumble. I don't recommend it. I think that the guys on Hinge are, if you're looking...
Look at that view.
Yeah, it's so pretty. I think if you're looking to have fun and you just want to have fun...
Yeah.
Download the Tinder, download like those apps.
But serious relationships.
But if you are actually looking for someone that is looking for somebody too, I would download Hinge because I genuinely think that the guys on there are looking for, I mean, I don't think they're looking to get married tomorrow, but I think that they're looking to, you know, experience something serious or try and find somebody that like is on their same page in seriousness.
So, in closing, dating advice for girls, and there's lots of girls in your situation. You're working hard. You just don't want to go to a bar and meet a guy. What's the best dating advice? Is it only going to be nowadays an app that basically can connect all these millions of people that are out there single?
You know, I still really believe in like authentically meeting people. I think Los Angeles is really hard to do that. I do. I mean, I'm from here, so I know LA very, very well. But I do think that that's one of its flaws is that going out here, it's not like New York where you meet people just for the sake of meeting people and it's natural and easy and comfortable. Here, it's uncomfortable. Which I don't think it should be. I don't think I feel uncomfortable. I just think there's a stigma that it's like odd. It's bizarre to talk to a random person at a bar that you don't know and like meet new people. It's very like taboo. But, you know, I do think that like through friends, maybe it's not always preferred, but even through family members, through family, friends.
The introduction.
Yeah, like the introduction's like nice. I don't think that like it's always gonna work, obviously.
Okay, one last thing. Do you find that you're gonna know right away, like the first date, whether that person's right for you? Or do you think it takes 5 dates?
See, yeah.
I think it's immediate, myself.
I'm immediate. Like, a lot of my friends, and I have learned this about myself, and you know what? You gotta follow your gut.
Yeah.
Like, all of my friends are like, oh, just give it another shot. Give it another date. They're like, give it 3 dates. Like, everyone's always like, 3 dates, you know. And I'm like, no.
No, 1 date,
I
you
know
know.
after the first date.
Right.
I don't
No
know.
question.
Like, I'm not saying he's the love of my life after the first date, but I
Right.
know, like, do I want to see this guy again?
Right.
It's yes or no.
Good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
Hi, just going home.
Okay.
Thank you.
Home is where the heart is.
That's what they say.
Have a good night.
You too.
Look at that view you have. What a lucky girl.
Living at home.
That's even better. So this has been wonderful.
Yes.
And it's going to be called Dating Advice from Alexa. But it'll be on Uplifting Interviews with Total Strangers.
Amazing.
Alexa, you're the
So
best.
nice meeting
Good luck
you.
with those
Thank
relationships.
you.
And ladies and single guys out there, I think she's got it going on. So listen to what she says.
Yes, you just follow your gut. You know after the first one. You know.
Even before the first one's over, right?
Honestly, yeah. I feel like you know, like, within, like, come on, like.
I think it's instant.
It's
I
like,
think it's got to be an instant. The eyes connect.
is there, like, chemistry or there's not? If there's not, like.
The eyes have to connect,
There's
and then
not.
they connect with more than just with no words.
Yeah.
They connect with a feeling.
Yeah.
You know, and when you look in someone's eyes, if they're right for you,
Yeah.
immediately.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's love at first sight is the answer.
Yeah.
And it's nice to see a pretty face, and you hope that something is behind the pretty face, right?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, you gotta have a pretty face.
I mean, there's, like, so many instances where, like, a guy will be really. Right. A guy will be very attractive, you know, but, like, they're immature. They're not, like, very smart, you know, like, there's no one home.
And comedy. Guys, you gotta make the girls laugh. Did he make you laugh a lot tonight?
He's funny. He's
Because
cute.
if he's shy, he can't be that funny.
He's cute. He's like, he has a cute sense of humor.
You gotta be real funny.
Yeah. And that's the thing, is, like, the guy that, like.
The last guy, is he funny? Is he gets you laughing?
Oh, like.
That's big.
So
But he's insecure, you said, or
funny.
something.
No, I think he's just mentally unstable. You're gonna
Which one is
keep
it?
going a little down.
Okay.
I know it looks like a cul-de-sac, but
It's a trap!
it's a trap. This is where we keep you.
Alexa, again, thank you so much.
Right here.
It was a 10-minute
Thank you.
interview, and I think we covered a lot of subjects.
Thank you. It was such a pleasure meeting you.
And jump in that bed and have a great night's
Oh,
rest.
yes, I will. Have a great night.
Yes.
Drive safely.
Yes, let me put this off.